And today let's try to make some visual experimentation. So let's start with a small uniform to make the setup. Alright, I will use again the feedback modifier as we reviewed. I reviewed this modifier a few time ago. So little displays to create a shape. And then already when you have this with this red uniform here, I will rename it green. Already with that kind of stuff, maybe with just a little kaleidoscope, it could be nice. To remember how the kaleidoscope works, it's basically the default value is replicating the upper left part of the screen all over the place. So distort, kaleidoscope. Alright. And already doing that, we have something. Let's put that into a composition. Okay. So that's it for now. And so let's work a little bit on that feedback stuff. So let's add another feedback to see what's going on. A little bit too bright, so let's change the blending mode for difference. Let's see what it's doing. And let's add another 2D transform inside this feedback. Ah, shit. So now I'm deactivating the first 2D transform of the first feedback and see what's happening in the second feedback. Alright, let's keep it that way. And let's add another feedback maybe. Let's change that a little bit before augmenting the feedback level a little bit, like that maybe. Maybe a little bit less. Reducing the green. Alright, let's reactivate a second. Yeah, well, that's kind of nice. Let's see what happens. See if I move my first thing. Yeah, right, let's add another feedback, the same with the same settings, put it back in its default value, the first green stuff, green uniform, and let's put a little bit more of feedback level in the second one, and the third one let's keep piling them up. And this one, let's try 45 degrees. Yeah, seems like some nice shapes appearing here. So let's use a little bit of color modifier, like an exposure. So this exposure I put after the feedback, because if I put that inside the feedback, what I'm currently doing here, it's applying my exposure on each to EV on each sample of the feedback, and in this case I don't want to modify really my feedback but the global aspect of the image, because you see that we can quickly go into that because we have many instances of the feedback repeating over and over and over, and so going with more and more and more and more exposure. As I have information here everywhere, I have now black area. Obviously after a little bit of time it will soon get like that. And so what I'm going to do is just put that after. Alright, seems fine. Let's add a little bit of glow over that. So blur, let's use a basic Gaussian blur, a little bit wider. Let's keep that with same resolution. No, it don't change anything. I have so much noise here that I can keep the downsampling. And then change that by normal mode and change the luminosity threshold. Alright, let's put that in screen to see what's happening. Does not change really. And I can change, of course, the output luminosity. Alright, a little bit more of exposure. Alright, and let's put the kaleidoscope at the end of it. So now I'm repeating the image over and over. Let's change a little bit of the value. And let's put an animation on the first screen thing. So let's put a linear loop that will go from -50. So let's see what's happening on the animation here. So -50 to 150, so that my shape get out of my screen completely before reappearing on the other side. Alright, let's enlarge it so that it doesn't get completely black. Alright, now what I'm doing is adding another parametric to my composition. So I have this first one here. Let's add a little bit of thickness, and the second one. That's here. And let's change that for the sinus, the animation of this thing. Well, and that's all for today. So, good night.